Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hi, friends. Hi, Oma. Hello, hello. Hi, Donna. Hi, Robin. How's everybody doing tonight? Hi, Linda. Linda, I hope you had a safe trip home. Are you guys home? Hi, Fatima. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Sue. Hello, Sue. Hello, everyone. Yes, it is Michael tonight. Oh, hi, John. Yes, long time no see. So I am live tonight with the Autumn Bundles Inspiration Box. This is our September Inspiration Box. I have been so excited about this box, you guys, for quite some time. It's finally here. I apologize that this didn't happen last week. As you know, Christopher is was in the process of moving, so he's been really tied up, and that's why you get me tonight. So he wanted to say to everyone that he wishes. Oh, there he is. But yeah, so he's been moving. So I'm going to show you this tonight. We're going to make some really fun things. Oh, hi, Mary. Hi, Gilly. Okay. So let's just dive right in because I have some exciting things I want to get to. So let's, first of all, go ahead and show the box. So like I said, this is the current September inspiration box. If you haven't ordered this, if you haven't subscribed to this, I highly recommend it. So let's pull out our little contents of this kit. So, all right. Let me try to put this away from the camera. Okay. So first I'm going to show you the paper that you get in this kit. This is a really pretty fall color palette. So you have black, a cream, like it's a beige kind of cream color, a brown, it's a craft, an orange, a dark red, and then this really pretty orange glitter stock. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that with my lighting, but yeah, so it's really pretty colors there. So then in this box, you are also getting the Golden Gourd embossing powder. This is a full-size embossing powder. This is one of the most popular colors for fall. We just recently restocked this, so let me open that up for you. It's a really pretty gold and orange. Okay. So there is that. What's the next thing? So you'll get this really pretty ribbon. Let me take it out of the package. So there's not a glare. There is a, sorry, this light's like an orange, a greenish brown, and this maroon color. It's really, really pretty. So there is that. And then you get this sequin mix, which I can take some of this out, which are really pretty fall colors as well. Yeah, this kit is amazing. Hi, Nikki. Yeah, so there's an orange color, a light tannish gold color, and it's like a copper color almost. So I just got those everywhere. So, but you get those, and then what else do we have here? So this pin, let me take it out of the package to give it its full justice. Can you even stand this pin? It is a little pilgrim turkey. You guys, I love this pin. So you get that really fun pin. Hi, Rose. Okay. And then the card panels, which these card panels are foilable. They are foilable, and you can color them. You don't have to foil them, but you can foil them. So you get 2 of each. So there is this one with these little boots and everything, leaves coming out. And then you will get this one, which has pumpkins and sunflowers and corn, all things fall. I love these panels, you guys. I have to tell you, this is actually the first time I've seen these panels. Surprise! So this one has a lantern and a candle and some other fall things. This looks like one of those things, I think they called them monkey balls when I was a kid, that fall off of trees. So there's that. And then last but not least, oh my gosh, this one's my favorite. It has a little jam jar and a teacup and a teapot. Definitely my favorite. So you get those. Okay, so let's put those over here. You get this little stencil. So this stencil actually coordinates with the stamp that I'm going to show you in a minute. Let me put I guess I need a dark piece of paper. You get the point. So you get that set. Well, you can probably see it here. There you go. So there's a leaf and an apple and an acorn, and then this is actually the background of pumpkins. So then, you guys, I don't know if I want to show you the dies first or the stamp. It's like such a toss-up. I'll go with the stamp. Let me get a white piece of paper to put behind it. Okay. So this stamp is so exciting. It is buildable. There is this wonderful cart, and you can add these apples, these pumpkins, or these acorns into your cart. Isn't that exciting? These are the bundles, so that's why it's called autumn bundles. And then you have this adorable little squirrel holding an acorn in a little pile of leaves. And then these sentiments, bundles of hugs, wishing you a beautiful autumn season and autumn greetings. This is such a fun stamp, you guys. I know, isn't the squirrel so adorable? I love it. Oh, tell Anthony I said hello, Christina. Hi, Michelle. But yeah, so that is the stamp. And then I'm going to actually put that here. And I'm going to leave this piece of paper out to show you the die set. Now, I'm going to tell you what. The die set and this stamp set alone are worth way more than this kit is valued at. So I'm going to tell you what. If you are on the fence about this kit, you better get it tonight because, my friends, it is going to fly off the shelf. I promise you that. Promise you that. The dies you get, see what you did there, John, to die for, are these leaf dies. I'm going to set them all out first. Heather actually used these at the brunch yesterday. Okay, so here are the dies. There are 5 pieces in this. And I'm going to put, okay, this embossing powder next to these dies just as a size reference. Because those of you who have any of our embossing powders will know the size of this jar. So this is incredible. These dies, so they cut the shape and then they will emboss the lines onto the leaves. They're pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Christina, I have more of that straw paste if you want some. We can actually probably put it on the website tomorrow. But yes, so these are the dies that come in the kit. And I think we're going to do some watercoloring on a paper today. This is very similar to what Heather did yesterday at the brunch. So we're going to do some watercoloring on a paper, and then we're going to cut them out with these dies. So that, my friends, is the kit. You get all of this. Let me arrange it pretty here, like we're on like HSN or something. Can you see it all? Can you see the whole thing? The stamp. So this, everything you see here can be yours for the low price of $34.99. How does that sound? But yes, so this kit is filled. It is stuffed. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. I'll tell you what. Yeah, the dies are incredible. I'm going to tell you what. If you don't get this box and we sell out of it, I don't want to hear anybody complaining. I don't want to hear any phone calls, emails saying, where's my kit? You should have got it. Should have got it while the getting was good, right? Okay, so I'm going to put a lot of this back into the box because I have so much I want to do tonight, and I want to make sure I keep everything organized. I'll keep the dies out. But before we get started, I'm also just going to really quick show you the stamp of the month and the stencil of the month as well. So let's pop everything back in, and as we need it, I'll pull it back out. Well, I'll leave the stamp out too, because we're going to use that first. Pop this somewhere over here. Perfect. Okay, so the stamp of the month matches the little pin. It is the Pilgrim Turkey. So thankful for you is what that sentiment says. It is so cute. You can color this little guy, this little butterball up. It's so adorable. But these, they started shipping out today. So everyone will get this very, very soon. So that is our stamp of the month. And then the stencil of the month is this beautiful florally swirl pattern. Yeah, it's adorable. I love this stencil. So we might actually use this today. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So let's set that aside. And what do we want to do first? We're gonna make a bit of a mess today. Okay. So that I can promise you. So I think first what we're gonna do is just this is just some watercolor paper that I have. It's kind of just cut left over from some other things. So I'm actually just going to take this little mat here and stick it probably more in the center so you can see. All right, stick that right there. So I'm just going to grab a few of the Simon Hurley inks. Probably, you know, we'll do the brown. We'll do a little bit of the traffic cone, so there's an orange in there. We'll pop in some Game Over and Fake Plant. These are kind of like the four, I think, fall colors. I really need a fall orange, so if anyone talks to Simon Hurley, tell him I want an orange, a deeper orange, like a pumpkin. But, okay, so all we're going to do is just on this mat, we're just going to stamp this ink out all over the place. Just in different areas. Now, Heather does this with aqua pigments. I would have done this with aqua pigments, but my aqua pigments are wrapped up in a box still. So, couldn't do that today. But you can do this with aqua pigments. So basically, I'm just inking this on here. got the colors. And then I'm just going to take a water bottle and I'm going to spray it. Okay? And you can get this as wet as you want. Doesn't matter. Okay. So then I'm going to take this piece of watercolor paper and just kind of spritz that a little bit so it gets a little wet. And I'm going to do this one too. So we have two. And then all I'm going to do from there is take this paper and press it right on top of this. Okay? Just press it on. And then you can keep pressing it on in different sections. Okay? And then you have kind of this watercolor background. But we're not done with this. So I know you're probably thinking, what? That looks crazy. I know it does. So we're just going to ink all that up and sop up this ink. Okay. Perfect. So we got some color on there. Now I'm just going to wipe this away. Okay. So these dye-based inks are buildable as long as you heat set them. Okay. So I am just going to, real quick, heat set this so it dries up a little bit. Okay, that's dry enough for me. All right, let me just make sure this is all wiped clean. So now, I know you're looking at this like, oh, that looks really crazy. I know, that was really wet. So this time, I'm gonna take a little more ink. But I'm not going to spray it as much, just a little bit, and I'm not gonna spray the paper. Let's do a little spritzing, okay? And then we're just gonna press that on again. And now you have way more color this time around, okay? So it's building upon itself, and I'm kind of swirling it around. All right. So you see this? Now you have these backgrounds that have all of these colors on them, but we're not going to use this as a background. We're actually going to use this paper to die cut those leaves from. So it kind of creates like a really interesting piece of paper to use. Okay, so let me clean this up. And we're going to just let those set for a moment, okay? Move my little mat. And now I'm going to move on to the next part of something else we're going to do, okay? Okay, we're making a lot of stuff today. Okay. So I have cut this piece of this is also watercolor paper. And I cut this at 4.5 by 3 inches. So this is 4.5 by 3 inches. Okay. Oh, hi, Heather Collins. Hi, Chips. And then we're going to take this little squirrel and we're going to pop him right up here. and stamp him on top of this. So let's get a Misty. And I'm going to be stamping him in Raven Detail ink. Which leads me to my next little comment for you guys. If you buy the Raven Detail ink right now, or the embossing ink, Raven ink, you will get the re-inker for free. And I believe that's till 11:59 p.m. All right, so let's just stamp this little guy up. Whole family watching, no pressure. Heather, I am not worried. Oh my word, you guys, look at that. Let me stamp that again, because again, this is watercolor paper, so it kind of absorbs it. So let's get our little guy stamped on there. Oh my word, you guys, look how cute he is. Look how cute he is. And I'm just going to clean that off with some squeaky clean. Yeah, so that'll automatically add to your cart. So if you buy those inks, the re-inker, free re-inker will automatically pop into your cart. So if you're thinking about getting the box and the dies, you might as well add an ink or two in there as well. Because that's a good promotion, you guys. It's always good to have the re-inker. I promise you. Okay, so I'm just going to heat set this ink really quick to make sure it's dry. Okay. So now we are going to watercolor our little guy here. So I'm going to need some brown. And I might do some of the gray too. And possibly this color, yellow. Okay. So we pop 3 colors in. I'm going to grab a water brush. Okay. So, let me find the one that has no water. Perfect. All right, so we're just going to, first, what I'm going to do is create a background around this image, okay? So I'm just going to take some water on the water brush and kind of flood the area around the image. Now, I'm not going to touch the image. I'm just kind of going around and getting that area nice and wet because I'm going to want this watercolor, and I'm not going all the way to the edge. So I kind of want this to have a little bit of a white edge. So this background, once I put the color on, will have a lot of texture around the edges. So let's just flood around him with water. I think there's a little bit of color on this water brush, but that's okay. So I'm just going to dip now into the yellow. This is called Over the Moon, I think. And what will happen is this will go, let me spray it a little bit so it's a little more wet. Make this nice watercolory yellow background. And it's going to kind of just go where the water is. Just tapping it in, spreading it around. That's great, Candy. I'm glad the new stencils are really nice. Okay. And then I'm going to also add in a little bit of the brown. So we have kind of a multitude of colors going on here. I think I want some green too, so why not pop in some of the Tropical Tango? Let's just go for it. Yellows, greens, browns, reds, whatever you want to do. Oh yeah, the slimline stencils are really cool. Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm just going to leave that as is right now and kind of let it dry a little bit. And then I'm just going to start going in with the brown into our little acorn and squirrel here. So how was everybody's weekend? Did anyone do anything exciting? I did we had our crafty brunch this weekend at British Monroe. So we had a lot of fun yesterday doing that. Okay. So if you want it to be a little lighter in spots, you can just go in with more water over it. The dye-based inks are extremely forgiving. And because it's watercolor paper, it takes really well to this. We actually call this aqua pigment paper at British Monroe. I'm sorry, I should be calling it that. Oh, you're making masks for a wedding party. That's cool. And then I'm just going back over certain parts of this to build the color. So I'm really going to use this same color brown, probably for this whole squirrel. But because of adding more water or more pigment, it will make it lighter or darker. And that's always like it's a good little tip to know. You can go over it, build it up, add more water, whatever you want to do to your little guy. Oh, good, Mary. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, Michelle, you'll have to come to the next one. So we're having another crafty brunch on Saturday, December 13th. It is live and on the website already. I know quite a few people have already signed up. So that's exciting. It will be our holiday edition. So if anybody's in the Pittsburgh area and wants to come to the next rendition of the Crafty Brunch, please sign up today. Yep, December 13th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Heather Collins is right on top of that, Rose. I will tell you what. So I have a question for everyone. Wait. I also decorated your Christmas tree with fall lights and leaves. Oh my word. That's a really cute idea, Candy. Can you send me a picture of that sometime? I want to see it. I love a good holiday tree that's in a different season. I actually really love that idea. You're scheduled for the Girl Scouts. Oh no, Michelle. Those Girl Scouts are busy. I'll tell you what. I was a Cub Scout when I was a kid for a few years. I don't think I lasted too long. It was once that we had to go camping and like stay in the woods. I was not. That wasn't really for me. But I know a lot of people find it really fun, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful there are people in this world that love that kind of thing, and it's something for kids to do to keep them out of trouble. Oh, you were a Cub Scout leader. That's exciting. Okay, so when I was a Cub Scout, the leader of our pack or whatever it was called, um, was this kid I went to school with. It was his dad, and he also happened to be. I played baseball as a kid as well. He was also the baseball coach. So I'm telling you what, this guy like did it all. He was like the dad. Like he was very involved. He is a really nice guy though. Oh wow, an Eagle Scout. Yeah, Heather does it all. I'm telling you what. She's a she's a force to be reckoned with. So let's maybe make this little guy's nose kind of gray to differentiate him a bit. Maybe we'll put some gray up in his ears. Kind of leave him like that. Okay. So I'm just trying to blend out this line a little bit and maybe darken up in this section, the arm, just a touch. Okay. All right, so I think that's good for the squirrel part. You see that? How quick that was? Easy. Yeah, I'm just gonna heat set it. And then we're gonna do another part. All right, so I see a little tiny spot. We need a little more color now that I've heat set that. And then this little spot over here, I'm just gonna take some water and blend that little part out. So I had like a big air bubble or water bubble. And we're just gonna fix that real quick. And then I'll just heat set it again. Okay. So now, guys, I'm gonna take the red, the game over, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that up there. And we're gonna take some water and spray it. And then now that the rest of this is dry, I'm just gonna kind of add in some of this red. Spray that a little bit. All right. Now I just sprayed over the whole thing. And then we're going to heat set it. First, I just need to wipe off my area. So I'll just keep... Whoop, the whole thing came off. All right, guys. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so now I am going to take a blending brush. Pink and Maine blending brush. And I'm going to tape down with this fancy new purple tape from Decofoil. I'm just going to tape down our little guy. Because I don't want it to move. Well, I'm going to have to tape it on this side. It's a little curved at the moment. All right. There's water on here, so I don't think it's sticking. Regardless, so I'm just going to take the stencil of the month, and I'm just going to take this blender brush and just kind of go through some of this existing ink that's over here and just lightly in the corners dab on some of these colors. Okay. That's just like really subtle. And it just added a little bit of interest around the card. And then the last thing that we're gonna do, well, not the last thing, but we're just gonna pop a sentiment on the bottom here. So I think we're gonna use this Bundles of Hugs because that's really cute and it fits very nicely right there. So let's just pop that on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Raven Detail ink again. And And we'll do that one more time. Actually, that's my old one, not the new one. No wonder it didn't stamp. Okay. Now that I got the new ink, I still need to re-ink that other one. Which is why, if I ordered ink tonight, I would get a free re-inker. Okay. So now we have bundles of hugs, and this is our little piece for the front of our card. But we got another trick coming up our sleeves for this card. So let me clean off our stamp. Put that back in there. Get rid of the Misty. So the next thing I'm going to do, we're going to use an embossing folder. And this embossing folder, I don't know what it's called. We do sell this, but it's just a pattern, just a random pattern. You can use any embossing folder that you like for this. Doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. So for that, we're going to need our die cutting machine. So I like to use the Spellbinders Platinum 6. I think it's great. Jennifer McGuire recommended this machine to me. Well, and all the rest of her viewers. And that's all I needed. Right? Christopher uses this machine. He loves it. So why not? There is an embossing pad for this. I don't know what happened to it, so I'm just using this little piece of foam for today's purposes. But, okay, so now that's set up. So basically what we're going to do is I have pre-cut a piece of whitewash cardstock. So let me pull out a note card. So this is a plain white note card that we're going to attach the whole card to. So it's a little smaller than the front of a note card. So I think it's 5.25 by 4 is what I cut this to. So then we are going to take before we do this, we're going to take our embossing folder and hold it open. So inside the embossing folder, there are parts that are raised. Okay? And then there are parts that it's like in the hole, the imprint. Okay, so we're gonna do this on the side of the raised part. So I'm gonna take that Game Over ink, that red, okay, that we kind of did the last part of this, so it's like a lot of that red. And I'm just gonna ink up this embossing folder, okay? Just the side of the raised part. Embossed, debossed. Yeah, gyps. That's the word. You are correct. All right. So you want to be careful not to get like a ink on these parts. But if you do, you can just go and wipe it off because it comes right off of this plastic. And then you can go back through and be a little more careful. Like I was not. You just need a little bit of tapping. I'm probably putting way too much ink on here, but you get the point. Okay, so where did I put our little... Yes, okay. So this is our sheet of paper that I'm going to press on here. Well, let me use the other side. You're not supposed to let it move, okay? And I just moved it. So let me put a little more ink on. it's hard to do this like this way. Okay. So I'll do it this way. I'm setting it on the side that there's no ink on. Okay. So now we see that that's white. And it's actually easier this way. So then you close it up and you make sure that you don't move it at this point. And then you set it on your machine, whatever machine you use, and then you run it through. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then I like to go back through, put her in reverse. Okay, so now we did that, and we can take this off and open her up. And there we have it. It is embossed, but the ink just went into all of the places, so it's like pressed into there. Okay? That's really exciting, right? Am I the only one excited about this? This is also something Jennifer McGuire just showed me how to do. Although I know other people have done this before. She really turned me on to it. Yes. Yeah, it looks like tire treads. That is actually a great thing. So the next part we're just going to take our white note card and attach some adhesive. And then I always like to put liquid glue as well, because I think double the fun, right? And then we'll just put this right on here. Line it up on your white note card. Okay, so there you have that part. And then you have, like I said, I cut it smaller, so you have a white border. So that's pretty. And then we're just going to also attach our piece that we colored and watercolored. What? I know, I did this right. What? Okay. So we'll pop that in. And then we'll put this right in the center. And I cut this, the reason I cut this piece the size that I did is because I wanted you to be able to see this extra that we put on here with the embossing folder. Okay. We could have popped this up with foam squares to make it, you know, three-dimensional, but that's okay too. So here is card number 1 for today. It's a pretty little fall-themed bundles of hugs. Nice little textured card on watercolor paper. So there is numero uno. First one to the scene there. So let's set that aside. And let's go on to something new. So this is the one I did earlier. I tested this before, you guys, to make sure that I was going to do it correctly. Yes. Okay. So the next thing that I want to do is just, it's another watercolor thing. But this time we're going to use, this is a whole watercolor panel. So this is A2 size, cut from aqua pigment paper, really. Okay. So, we're just going to pop this in the Misty. And this will cover like the whole card front. And then I'm going to take the leaves, okay, from the stamp set. And we're going to put them in the corner like this. It's going to kind of spill over. Okay? All right, but I'm actually going to stamp this out in a really light color. So let me find that yellow. Yeah, we're just going to use this. Maybe not yellow. Maybe we'll use a light green. Yeah, we'll use the the green, the Tropical Tango. Greenish. We could have used Minty Fresh, too. Oh, hi, Jerry. It's actually Michael tonight. Jerry, Christopher is helping out in the comments. He still getting things situated at home. His new house. Okay, so you see that in the corner there? So then what we're going to do is just flip this around. And then do the same exact thing in the other corner. So this is the result. You have this and you have this. I mean, we could do the other corners, but I think I like it kind of like that. All right, so let's just spray this off. Clean our stamp. We'll set our little stamp aside. Okay. So now, again, back to the watercoloring. We're just gonna color up these leaves. We're gonna do a little red, a little brown, and a little orange. We might put a little green in there too, but I'm hoping that the green from the stamping will kind of blend in a little bit. That's the hope here. And I think it will, because it's watercolor paper. And this is obviously water that we're putting on here. So I think it'll be nice. It'll blend in a little bit of that green into each leaf. And I think that'll look really pretty. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'll put a little bit of this red with this orange to hopefully give us like a red orange. Okay. And like I said, you could totally do this with aqua pigments as well. All right, so we'll go into our other corner while that dries a little bit, because we can build up some of this color after it's dry. All right. So let's take a poll here, you guys. So we were having a conversation today at work about carrying more items, more crafty items, maybe from some of our crafty friends at other craft companies. Sort of like, so when you want to come on our website and get your favorite Brutus and Row products, that you would then also be able to order some of your favorite other products. Okay, so this is a two-part question. One, would you be interested in that? And two, what are some of the other favorites that you would like to see? You can talk amongst yourselves for a few moments. You can all ponder that thought for a while. Hi, Eliza. So while I'm waiting on my little friend to dry here, think about that. Think happy thoughts. So whatever, and you can say whatever you want, whatever you like. So we're interested in that. We're interested in what you like. We want to do things that will make you happy, and things that, you know, kind of like make it a one-stop shop, I guess, would be the correct term. Would that be what I'm trying to say? I think so. All right. So we have our subtle little leaf here, our little leaves on the ends. And then let me see, where did I put the stamp, you guys? Oh, it's under the Misty. Ha 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 ha. Okay. All right. I hope you guys didn't think I was just putting those leaves on there. So I'm actually going to stamp this, I think, like that. So the whole thing's not going to be on the card, because I do want to put something on the top. Okay. So back to the Misty we go. And this time, actually, I'm going to have to do this in the center. This time, we are going to stamp with Raven detail ink, because when we go in and watercolor this wooden cart, I don't want it to smear. I want it to be nice and crisp. All right, so I think that is going to be a really great place to put this. Okay, let's do that. Hi, Maria. Artworks Penny, Pan Pastels. It is going to be a crafting village, Mary. Yes, yes, yes. Repeat the question. Oh, Heather White. So the question is, if we were to start carrying some other brands of our crafty friends, what brands would you prefer? What would you like us to carry? What do you think we need more of? Or, you know, just tell us what you want. It's an open forum. You won't hurt our feelings, I promise. All right, so let's pop her down. And you guys, the best thing is yet to come here with this stamp, because we are gonna have to do like a little bit of masking, but because this is a straight line, it's so easy. Oh, it's so easy. I just want to make her really crispy. Oh, look at that. That's delicious. Let me tell you what. Do you see this? Do you see how this is coming together? I am impressed. I am impressed. Let's clean our stamp off with our squeaky clean. Photoplay paper. Yes, Graphic 45 paper. Yes, I think we already looked into that. So other stamp companies too, like die companies. So like, let me give you an example, like Trinity Stamps or My Favorite Things or Gina K Designs. We already carry some of the stuff from Gina K, but we can definitely carry more. But that kind of stuff too. Who do you want to see? If this was a popularity contest, who would be your most popular? That's a better question. Who would you, if you were in high school and your lunch table was able to have 5 crafty designer companies with you, who would you let sit at your lunch table? How about that? Okay, so I think I want to put apples, I think, in this card. I think we want to do apples. Apples. I think today, just for today, we're gonna do apples. Altenew, okay. Heffy Doodle. Oh, Leslie from Heffy Doodle is one of the sweetest people I've ever met. I actually got to meet her at Creativation, and let me tell you, she is so kind, and she loves our pumpkin spice squeaky clean. She loves it. Okay. So I've just put some purple tape right on top of this to mask it because I want to stamp this on, but I want it to look like the apples are coming out of the cart. So easy as 1, 2, 3, just pop some purple tape on there. Now we can put this back in, put the magnet on. And the apples should overlap this purple tape, because you don't want it to look like your apples are like floating in the air, okay? You want it to look like they're actually popping out of this cart. Am I making sense to everybody? Okay. So I think, let me see if this will fit. Well, let's put our apple in first, and then we'll talk about the sentiment. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at those apples. They're so cool. Trinity, Honeybee, Picket Fence, Newton's Nook, Sunny Studio. Oh my word, you guys. Look at this. Hero Arts, Catherine Puller, Concord Knife, Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. My favorite things. Wow. Oh, yeah. So Christopher is right. I actually forgot about that. This is the first time I did work with Chuck kind of solely on this. That is true. How quickly I forget these things. We actually, you guys, so funny story. We got the samples today and delivered to us of the next inspiration box. And I I got really excited about that. So I think I forget things. All right, so we cleaned that with our squeaky clean. And I'm going to tell you what. Don't be a dirty stamper, okay? You know what? Actually, I want that on a t-shirt. Christopher, I'm going to say this right now because I'm going to forget. We need a t-shirt that has the squeaky clean logo on it at the bottom. It says Brutus Monroe Squeaky Clean and says, don't be a dirty stamper. I want that as a t-shirt. Does anybody else want that as a t-shirt? Don't be a dirty stamper. Clean your stamps. Look, you guys. Look at that. Apples in the cart. How fun. I'm so excited about this card. You guys have no idea. Okay, so I think, yes, it's going to work perfectly. So we're not going to do it yet, but we're going to use the little wishing you a beautiful autumn season up in the corner at the top here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and paint in our apples. I could actually color this with markers, but why don't we just keep watercoloring? Why don't we keep watercoloring? It's fun, right? Right. Or should we do markers? You know what? Let's do markers. Because I see a pretty red, I think. No, that's not red, that's orange. We'll do markers for the apples. I can't even stop giving away secrets. Oh, yeah, he can't. He has a serious problem. Some more? What? I need some more reds of these markers. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do these apples with the marker because they're really red. You need a campfire and some little woodland animals. Oh my word. What? What? So you guys should definitely get your bonfire squeaky clean ready. That would be a really nice addition. So also, oh, good night, Shannon. Also, I went to this other thing this weekend at this like local, well, it's not really local, it's like an hour away from me, scrapbook place, and Maria was there. And when I tell you guys that Maria is an enabler, I mean it. Oh, you sprayed bonfire into your mask today. Oh, wow. Look at you. But yes, Maria is an enabler, you guys. She enabled me to buy things. And then she came to the brunch and I enabled her to buy things. So it's a twofold situation. So I'm just going in with a lighter red, and I have to tell you guys, I really don't know much about coloring with markers, so I just kind of trial and error. If I think it looks okay, sure, and if it doesn't look okay, no big deal, right? NBD, no big deal. I just assume that they look nice. Okay, we're almost done with that. Who is the female? Oh, Dion. So it is, they're the witches from Hocus Pocus. Yeah. So it's Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy are who they are. So I'm just gonna color in the stems with this green. And I think I missed like a little red spot here. And then I think there's like a tan color. It's like a yellowy that I'm going to color these little spots with, just so they're not like total white. This would be kind of like the highlight, the shiny part of the apple, I think. So Just colored that in real quick with that. So that's how the apples look. That is the happiest bushel of apples ever. Oh, thanks, Maria. Yeah, I don't really know how I did that. I just took 3 colors and went with it. I think I actually color backwards because I'm pretty sure people have told me that you are supposed to go from light to dark, but I went dark to light. So I'm just going to watercolor in the cart really quick with the brown. The gur, not woof, gur. So I just spray a little water every time on one side. So if you want to have it darker, you can go from the side that you didn't put the water into and add some dark spots. And then once you put these darker lines, because you know this is like a wood, you can go over it with the watered down section and fill that in. But I'm just going to do this like kind of quick because I think it looks really nice just stamped with the black anyways, so it doesn't have to be super fancy. What are we saying? Yes, the Sanderson sisters. Yeah, I wanted those apples bright red. Bright. Nice and bright. They're gonna win first prize at the fall festival, I'll tell you that much. These are the ripest apples this side of the Mississippi. Oh, thank you, Heather Collins. All right, so we're just gonna fill her in. So since I put some of those dark pieces on, we'll have some spots that are darker up here. So it will kind of add to that like wood effect. You guys, the baby cat is in the room, so she might be coming up to say hello soon. She loves to come up here. For some reason, when I'm doing a video, she doesn't, but if she comes up to say hello. Hey, Simon! Your ears must have been burning. We were talking about you. All good things. All good things. All right, you guys. So there is my wooden cart. I'm pretty proud of it. And we did all of this with the gur. Well, the cart part. Check it out, you guys. I'm excited. It's getting better and better. All right. So that kind of needs to dry a bit. But all right, before we do that, there's markers. All right, we're gonna get ready to put our sentiment on. So like I said, we're just gonna use the wishing you a beautiful autumn season is what's gonna go up here. Although, before we do that, hold the train. I have another plan here. Let's take a stencil. Let's do this. Oh yeah, Simon, I would really like a fall orange color, like a burnt orange in your ink line. If you could let the powers that be know that would be exciting for everyone. We would be forever grateful. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a brush again. Let me find one that's close to that color. This might still have some neon on it. Oh, well, if it does. Okay, so I think we're just gonna take... Let's do the green, the fake plant. Fake plant. Yeah, I'm just gonna go kind of around the cart lightly. Oh, wow, you guys. And then we'll do the same over here. All right, so this purple tape today, I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, I have the old kind that seems to be a little stickier. Maybe I had too much water on there. I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna add a little bit of the stencil kind of around with that fake plant. Oh, perfect. Look at that, you guys. Fake plant, there you go. Fake plant party 1. So that just added like a little bit of interest to our card, if you can so see that. Somebody's saying goodnight, so goodnight. All right, so now we're gonna pop our sentiment on, since I had to get some green in there. There was a lot of reds with these apples, so I think the green will help balance it out. Okay, so now I can pop the sentiment stamp on top. We are going to put that on with our Raven Detail ink. Again, if you buy the Raven ink tonight, you get the re-inker for free. It automatically adds to your cart. Okay. And let's do that one more time. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's right. I put adhesive on the back of there. So let's set that off. Wipe our stamp. Clean our area. Remember what I said earlier. Don't be a dirty stamper. Don't be a dirty stamper. All right, so let's pop the Misty somewhere else for now. Put our stamp back together. So you guys, I've noticed if I don't put the stamp back like right as I clean it and do it, I end up with like a little pile later of stamps, and then it's a mess. Hot mess. Wipe this off so we don't, you know, drag everything through it. Let's get out a fresh white note card. pre-scored. I highly suggest to everybody to pre-cut and pre-score note cards to keep in your drawer, your cabinet, so whenever you need one, they're ready to go. Highly recommend that. Again, something else I learned from Jennifer McGuire. And then we're just going to put some adhesive and some liquid glue right over top. And this is just kind of like a 1-layer card. So it's just going to go, it's the exact size of the card base. It's going to go right on top. And then, let me just do this, press it down. Okay. So there you go. There is card number 2. Wishing you a beautiful autumn season. So pretty. So fun. We could add a couple rhinestones or sequins if we wanted to add a little more to this card. But I really kind of like it nice and plain like that because those big, bold, bright apples are nice. Yeah, I was thinking that, Maria. The green stenciling like really kind of pulled it all together. So this is card number 2. And then here we go back to card number 1 with our watercoloring tonight. So we got 2 cards out of this so far, and we've barely used the kit. So let's set that aside. I did say that we're gonna come back to these little things we made earlier and the dies. So let's take our dies and our purple tape, and let's cut the we're gonna cut these out. Cut them out. Almost looks like a squirrel in a tree. What? There you go, Heather. Squirrel in a tree. Whatever works, my friend. Whatever works, right? All right. So, we will arrange our dies right on here, tape it down on our paper. Ooh. Get the die cutting apparatus out. Okay, well these are moving, but they'll be fine, right? Right, of course, right. So let's just press it down. Boop, boop, boop. Run her through. Let's take her back. Okay, and I'm just going to flip. Oh, nope, they cut. Okay, perfect. It's thicker watercolor paper. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to cut this twice. But clearly I don't, because they cut out. Let's put our die cut machine back. And here are our little leaves. Look how big they are, you guys. Okay, so here they are. We have our 5 leaves. And if you can see, they have the markings in them. So they have texture. Nice textured leaves. So my crazy watercolored background actually, you know, made some sense here, right? Of course, right. Of course, of course, of course. So you could take like even a white pen if you wanted to. Like a jelly pen. And you could put some spots on them, fill in some of these circles if you want. So you could do that with a white pen, or you could take like a micron pen and fill in the lines like that, or a marker. But that's kind of just like an example of the texture that these leaves have. Ooh, there goes the lid to my pen, you guys. Okay. So, we actually could use my other background here. Right? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll use my background that I made earlier. Let me just trim it a little bit so it will fit differently on a note card. So we'll trim this to, I don't know, let's see. Let's just see where we trim it to. Sorry, the trimmer's like out of the picture. So we'll do that to like 4 by like 5 1/4. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Okay. Perfect. So that's a little smaller than a white note card. Which, let me grab one of those. Maria, what don't you have? What are we getting? Oh, yeah, the splatter brush is really good. I have one of those. I don't know where it is right at the moment, though, so I apologize, you guys. I totally would have used it on these leaves, but again, so this is, I trimmed the background, so we'll have like a little bit of the white showing. So I'm just going to attach this to the note card. The glimmer machine. So I actually do have one of those. Maybe I will use that next week. Or maybe later this week. Maybe I'll do more than one live stream this week. How about that, you guys? Would that be exciting? I think that might be exciting. Okay. So then I think we'll just do at the bottom of this card. So I'm not going to put the leaves on yet. I want to put the sentiment in here first. We'll do an autumn greetings right at this bottom corner. And we'll do this also in the Raven detail ink that you can get the re-inker for free. It automatically adds to your cart tonight when you purchase the ink pad, the Raven or the embossing ink. Let's do that one more time. I want this to be really dark. I have one. Yeah, don't threaten us with a good time. The leaf dies are, yes, the leaf dies are a part of this inspiration box. 100%. Okay, so autumn greetings at the bottom. Spray off our little stamp. Don't be a dirty stamper. All right. Okay. So let's put this back. So we're all done with that. Bing, bam, boom. Autumn greetings. I need to grab something from the box. I think we're gonna need to use the sequins. We're gonna use a couple of the sequins on this card. Don't forget to buy, yeah, your Raven detail ink. Okay. Yes. Thanks, Penny. Sorry, I was like really confused. All right. Back to your regularly scheduled programming here. Whoop, I'm getting these sequins everywhere, you guys. So I'm just gonna pull out a couple, which will probably be more than I need. But let's get those out and ready. I'm gonna need my little glue. I'm gonna need my little gem tool. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange some of these leaves right in the center of this card. Okay, so I'm gonna pop up with some foam squares, which we also carry. These foam squares are by Deco Foil, Thermo Web, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to use the Spellbinders Tool-in-One to pick off the foam. We carry these as well. I'm telling you guys, we are turning into the little one-stop shop that everybody didn't know they needed. Till you do. Okay, so let's pop our first leaf up like that. Okay. And then this leaf, I'm not going to pop up. I'm just going to glue it down. And I'll put like a tiny touch of adhesive in the center just so it doesn't move whilst the glue dries. Ow. Okay. And then we will put a third leaf. Use this leaf, I think. Yeah, so our third leaf we're going to pop up as well. So I'm just going to take a scissor and trim a foam square so it fits differently. Ah! Okay. So I think 3 leaves is what we're going to do. 3 leaves. Oh, yeah, Maria. So I inked an embossing folder. This embossing folder. Put some ink right in there. Closed her up. Ran it through the machine. And it's a textured background. If in person, it looks really pretty. You know what, Maria? How about I will bring this card in and you should come and see it. How about that? You can come, when you come pick up your glimmer machine, you can take a look at this card. All right, so I think I'm gonna put it kind of like this. So it like overlaps a lot of that. And then I'm just gonna add a few different colors of these sequins. So maybe like 3-ish. Yeah, I think we're gonna do them like that. So let me pull them off and I'll just drop a little bit of glue on. Yeah, when you come pick up your glimmer machine. We have all the glimmer foils now too for the machine. I'm gonna have to do another video this week and use that machine, obviously, because I don't think people understand the how glimmerific it can be. All right, you guys, so I think that right there is going to be a wrap on the card. So let me move all of, well, I'm going to have to pick these sequins back up later, so. Because I don't like to waste. I'm not a fan of wasting a sequin. You know what I'm saying? Everyone loves a good sequin. I think I lost a water. Oh, I found it. I thought I lost a water brush. And you guys, I didn't even touch the card panels yet. I did not even touch the card panels. I didn't touch the card panels. I didn't touch the glitter stock. I didn't touch the ribbon. I didn't even use all the stamps. Oh my word, you guys. The possibilities here are endless. Okay. I'm trying to clean up so I can do like a little show and tell of everything we did today. I know, I need one of those triangle trays. We have triangle trays now. I don't know if they're on the website yet. They probably are. I can't attest to that. So here we are, you guys. We have 3 cards that I made tonight. These 2 backgrounds are done using that simple technique I did by inking up one side of an embossing folder. This was made, we stamped out the image onto aqua pigment paper and we did a little watercolor background, watercolored the little squirrel, sentiment, bundles of hugs, super simple. And then our second little guy, we just stamped the leaves in the corners, we built our apple cart, watercolored it all. We did a little light stenciling around our image, not over our image, around it. A sentiment strip on the front, 1 layer card, again, elegant, simple. It's very pretty for fall. And then we used our fabulous dies, and I used the same background as this card, and we die cut, added a little texture, some sequins, and a simple sentiment on the bottom for some autumn greetings. So I'm going to tell you what, guys, this box, autumn bundles, that's what you need to look for. I'm sure there's tons of links in the comments of this video. I'm telling you what, you want to grab this box tonight. You want to get it as quickly as possible because I promise you this isn't going to last long. This is such a fun box. It's perfect for fall. You can also put the acorns and the pumpkins in the cart. There's so many possibilities with this stamp set. It's really versatile. You could even do the cart on its own. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm so glad I got to craft with you tonight. Again, like I always say, it's so fun to come on and craft with you guys. It gives me a reason to use my craft room. Gyps, this will ship on Wednesday, I believe. Tomorrow or Wednesday. They might start shipping tomorrow, actually. I might have lied. But yes. So thank you all, guys. Thanks to all of you guys for coming. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad I am afforded the opportunity to craft with you guys. We are very grateful for each and every one of you. So again, thank you for watching. Go get your box. I don't want to hear anyone complain that there aren't any left. Get it tonight. And we will see you soon. So good night, everybody. Bye.